There was a woman named Edith Allred who almost disappeared trying to become someone else. She married into a polished, confident family and became terrified that the real version of herself wasn't good enough, so she began performing, copying, pretending, slowly replacing herself piece by piece until she barely recognized who she was anymore. And what finally saved her was a 6-word sentence written over a century earlier by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Edith copied everything around her: the opinions, the style, the behavior, the social performance. In public, she looked fine, but privately she felt herself vanishing. She later admitted that she had become so emotionally trapped, she thought about ending her life entirely. Then one casual comment changed everything. Someone said they'd always taught their children to simply be themselves, and suddenly Edith realized the thing killing her was not failure, it was imitation. Emerson explained it in 6 unforgettable words: imitation is suicide. And the deeper you understand that sentence, the more unsettling it becomes. Emerson wasn't speaking poetically. Every day you spend pretending to be someone you're not. The real version of you becomes weaker. The performance slowly replaces the person underneath it. Over time, the mask hardens into identity. Psychologists later described this as incongruence, the painful gap between your real self and the self you perform for acceptance. And when that gap grows large enough, people begin feeling anxious, numb, disconnected, exhausted, and emotionally fragmented. The body can survive performing for a while. The soul usually cannot. Most people don't imitate because they're shallow. They imitate because somewhere early in life, they learned the authentic version of themselves did not feel safe. So they adapted. They became quieter, more impressive, more agreeable, more polished, more successful looking. They shaped themselves into whatever earned approval from parents, teachers, partners, bosses, or culture itself. Little by little, survival replaced authenticity, and eventually people forget where the performance ends and the real person begins. Here's something most people never stop long enough to truly feel. The exact combination of genetics, experiences, relationships, timing, memories, personality, and perspective that created you has effectively impossible odds. Out of billions of humans alive right now, none of them are you. Out of every person who has ever existed, none carried your exact combination of mind and experience. And yet people spend that impossibly rare existence trying to become cheap copies of someone else's life. That's the tragedy Emerson saw so clearly. People abandon the one thing nobody else can contribute themselves. Emerson also wrote something equally important. Envy is ignorance, because envy is built on incomplete information. You see someone else's beauty, confidence, success, attention, or lifestyle and assume they possess the missing piece of happiness. But you rarely see what they sacrificed, what they fear privately, what they regret, or what they would secretly trade to have from your life instead. Envy survives only at a distance. The closer reality gets, the more the illusion collapses. Most people are envying edited fragments while abandoning their own real existence in the process. So the answer is simply be yourself. Express whatever you feel all the time. Not exactly. That phrase sounds simple because people rarely explain how difficult it actually is. Most people don't fully know who they are underneath years of imitation. Becoming yourself is less like inventing a new identity and more like excavation. You slowly remove inherited beliefs, copied behaviors, fear-based performances, and roles you learned to survive. Underneath all of it is someone real. The work is uncovering them honestly instead of burying them deeper. Here's the truth. You get one life and one self. You can spend that life becoming more fully yourself, or you can spend it becoming a diluted imitation of people you admire from a distance. Edith Allred finally stopped performing. She stopped copying, and she discovered that authenticity did not destroy her life. It saved it. Emerson understood something most people spend decades avoiding. Imitation slowly kills the person underneath the mask. The courage to become yourself may be uncomfortable at first, but it's still infinitely less painful than disappearing into someone else's performance forever. Most people think authenticity means self-expression, Real authenticity is deeper than that. It's the quiet decision to stop abandoning yourself in exchange for approval.